Yo guys, hi everyone. If you're watching this and listening to this words, probably you're watching and better to jump on YouTube because that's how you'll find everything in a good quality. And this is Tuesday. This will be art talks. We didn't make art talks for a long time. I think more than 2 months, something like that. But before, you remember, we had an amazing star guest like Brian Brickman, like Dutch Tide, like a lot of artists, great people. And I really missed art talks because that's the way you can connect with interesting people, talk about their way, talk about the dreams they have and everything. That's the goal of all the spaces we had. And today we had an amazing guest, Doc Love. That's how I need to call you, right?
Yep.
That's great. That's great. Okay. So tell about yourself a bit. And you made a huge collab with Me Beats and with oh my God, I forgot these numbers all the time. Meme collection. Yeah.
6529.
Yeah, I know that it's a huge competition to make these collections. I know that artists all the time like telling that this is unfair, competition is unfair and everything. It's so hard to get there. So you will tell us how did you make it, and let's start from the beginning and tell us about your journey, your art journey, and how you get into crypto in general.
Yeah. So I've done crypto since 2017, mostly just trading and stuff until about 2021.
Did you get a punk from the start?
A little bit.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. But so yeah, when NFTs started up, I actually got started with Ethermon. I think my first one I minted back in 2018. But then on the creative side, I started in, I want to say 2020. And that's when, for me, it was actually with AI. It was the really primitive AI platforms where you kind of merge images together, and then they had like 50 different toggles to go through and play with. So I started one series where I literally started with a picture of my cat and kind of morphed it into this whole portraits of like zombie people in a sense. So I did that on ETH, and then I moved over actually to Wax, and there's a great network of artists there where we were all kind of working together, supporting each other, and we all actually did pretty well there for a while. But obviously, Wax has kind of died down since then. And then
I purchased some art on Wax, and I remember it was like huge collections there from famous artists as well. I don't know what's going on with now. Are they alive in general or not?
not as much. I mean, yeah.
You didn't want to share much your art, but maybe you can screen share something to show something. It would be just great to see how you started. Because I remember when it's only started with AI art, it was awful. The quality was awful.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Let me see if I can find something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing back then. Like there wasn't like if you were generating just from text, it was definitely awful. That was what was kind of interesting about the first method I was doing, where it was more taking pictures, merging them together, and then tweaking all the settings. And it was it kind of worked like what's it called? Like Mendelian genetics. So if you had two pictures, you put them together, it would take the traits from both pictures and merge them into something new. Then you can combine that with other images to get what you want. But it was a whole crazy process.
That's interesting that you became an artist later than you joined crypto, because usually it's opposite, you know. How, like, what's your background before? Like, is it connected somehow with art and creativity or not at all?
Not so much. I mean, I grew up with it through my mom. She's always been big in the like the craft industry. But for myself, no, I never really drew or anything. I did a lot of music. I think that's where my creative outlet was.
You was a rapper or something else?
No, just I mean, literally just I had like Beat Machines and Cubase, Fruity Loops, all those software programs. So just after school, messing around, making music. Nothing ever professionally or anything like that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay. Will you show something or not? Just it's just for me to understand.
yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's literally that old. Let me go.
Yeah.
You know, what? Let me go through OpenSea. Here we go.
Mm. You started to mint it from the start, or you made something for yourself at first?
So I was making them for myself, and then I tried on OpenSea in the beginning.
Mhm.
Let me get this up here.
Why you started? Because it was like NFT boom, and you decided to try yourself in this field as well. Was it like for money, or it just was your pure interest and just community that pushed you to do this?
Definitely just the interest in the beginning because it was the first time you had the studio open up with OpenSea, so it was easier to actually put stuff out there. Prior to that, it was like you had to have your contract knowledge and actually code and make a website, make a mint site, all that. And then with the shared storefront on OpenSea, that made it super easy for anybody to start uploading.
Hmm. Yeah, I
But yeah,
mean,
this is some. Is it working for you?
oh, something dark. That's so
Yeah.
cool. Where's the cat on there? I don't understand.
So the original picture was a cat, and then I started mixing it with other images. So like if I wanted something to be, I would have to merge them together eventually to get a like a human-esque figure. And then if I wanted to change the colors or anything, I would just bring in literally the original picture of the person plus just the shade of red, like an actual image where it's just a red block. And that's kind of how that whole system worked with the how it was kind of like the whole genetics thing. So it would just take the traits from the other image and bleed them over into something new.
I love it. I love all the
Yeah.
dark art for real.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was definitely it was
But
interesting. Like each one of these would probably be more than 12, 16 hours, which nowadays is crazy because you can just type something in and the AI will spit something out. But back then it was a lot of trial and error and messing with all these different settings.
what was the idea before, how to say it? Yeah, idea of these pictures. Why so dark?
It was kind of accidental. I think because my cat's black and gray, it started morphing into this, and then I was like, oh hey, this kind of looks cool, and I just started running with it.
That's dope.
Yeah. And
Did you
then
sell something?
a couple, I think three of them. But the thing was that this eventually merged into, if these will load.
It's take time. It's okay. I don't know. For me, X is super ragging recently, but seems like OpenSea as well.
Yeah. Huh.
Zombie. So cool.
Yeah, it's like a random thing. But then in ETH became so clogged, I eventually went over to, that's when I went over to Wax. And on with Wax, it was interesting 'cause they had more utility and mechanics on Wax at the time. So you could reward users, you could branch, you would basically make a template for an NFT
Hmm.
as opposed to just uploading a single image. And then with that template, they had more options for how to handle the metadata to add more traits in. There was just the collection management was better on Wax at the time. So I did that for about like a year or two with that same collection and then just other random things once I finally figured out Procreate a little bit. Yeah.
I remember Wax was such a platform for degens. They were digging
Yeah.
in. Oh my god, it was insane.
It was getting big too because they had like tops, the baseball cards went there. A lot of like former IP. I know Funko Pop did a whole thing over there. So that
I
was
own
attracting people.
Funka. Yeah, I own Funka still. I don't
Yeah.
remember my wallet, but I remember this Funka thing. Yeah.
uh,
Was it official though or not?
what was that?
Was it like official collab with Funka or not? I
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the thing with Wax. They had all these major IP brands that came over.
Mhm.
And they had Godzilla and like Can't even remember. Tops, Hot Wheels was another one. A lot of movie related IP brands too.
Mm, yeah. I remember I bought some art from the guy who made Rolling Stones covers. It was pretty dope too. But
Oh, was that the Crackles or no?
not sure. Not I
Um,
don't remember. But the art was dope for real. I didn't even go
uh,
start
that's cool.
spending money. Yeah.
Uh,
Why do you think Wax didn't succeed? Like why they washed so quickly?
just getting it in the first place, that was a whole hassle. I know the whole wallet setup. They had that cloud wallet. Then there was the other wallets that were a little more complicated, Anchor, and then I forget what the other one was called. But just getting Wax itself, that was a whole nightmare for people. There wasn't many exchanges that actually had it. And then they had that the migration at 1.2, I think, from ETH over to their native network, or off of EOS to the native network.
I don't even remember how I purchased Wax. Yeah, it was somehow complicated.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then all the volume was on ETH, of course. So everybody was, just paying attention to the ETH NFTs at the time.
Mm-hmm. Why you didn't start with ETH NFTs? Why Wax?
Oh, the first ones were ETH, but I was only on ETH for maybe a month before I moved everything to Wax and continued over there. But then I started working on collections as like a project manager, creative director type role for some ETH collections.
For what collections?
The one was Loveless City. We
Mm-hmm.
started that back in 2021 with the artist Tennessee Loveless.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I don't know.
um, yeah,
Okay.
he's did stuff with like Disney and all them.
Oh, that's dope.
Uh,
Damn. Back then, so many big brands was into NFT. They tried. I even remember I played a Louis Vuitton game.
oh yeah, yeah.
It was so fun. I don't know. Do you think they will back or not at all?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the utility's still there no matter what. Um, I mean, I've seen a lot of cool things with that. There was a whiskey company where an NFT represented your share of the barrel. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, there's
yeah.
always things
I
like
was,
that.
yeah, I was into their community as well.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite collections back then and now?
Now, definitely me bits. Back then, I was big into the whole ape ecosystem because I had a mutant for a while.
Mhm.
So those two were definitely up there. Cool Cats always like Gutter Cat Gang. It's probably my top
Do you
ones.
still own the ape or not?
No,
Do you think
I
their community now, like, I don't know, what's your thoughts on their community right now?
I mean, I think the whole issue is everybody's always looking for what value they're going to get back for holding the NFTs. So since there hasn't been much for a while, I think that's why we've seen, you know, prices go down across market. Plus, it's just the market in general.
Mm,
But I mean, I love what they're doing with Other Side. We were just in there today with the Meebits they were hosting a whole game for people. I mean, I think that has the potential to vastly grow.
yeah, they collab with Amazon recently.
Yeah, yeah, the Boximus. Yep. And
Yeah,
then
but
they have the emotes that they're selling, I think, next week for Other Side.
how did you connect with the Meebits?
So when they back when the token strategy started, there was Meepster and then the Ape one, the Punk one, all that. There's the initial five. So that actually caught my eye, and I still think that's like a very promising technology. So I got into Meepster. That's actually when I sold my mutant to get into that, and that initially did well with the rest of them, and that's what allowed me to get a Meebit. And then I've just been in the community every day since then.
Hmm. Is it true? Do you really think like Meebits is the way how you can, in the easiest way to get into punk community?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, because they're technically, they're from Matt and John who made the CryptoPunks. They're all in that same universe. I mean, and Matt and John even say like the Meebits are part of the punks in a way.
We made an interview with Sergito before our talks as well, and he
Mhm.
has such a great energy. Like I am literally in love with his vibes, and everything that he's bringing in the space is so unique. And like how big his background, and he's a person, in general, he's still like pretty humble and fun person. Like I really loved his vibes. Do you meet
Oh
him in
yeah.
person or?
Not in person, but we've talked a lot, obviously, between the collaborations and everything else. And he was definitely a big reason why I got into Meebits. I love everything he's been doing. I think he's really handling how to bring Web3 into the real world and even Web2 super well.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, like how this collab happened, and maybe you can show the your art that you like,
Mhm.
from this collaboration. Is it you who suggested collab, or is it like from Meebit side, or from?
They actually did. Let me, I'll pull it up on here.
Mhm. And this is not AI collection, like, am I right?
No, this one's not, but it's all coded. So it's one single HTML script.
Is it vibe coding?
I mean, some of it was, but a lot of it I went in and edited myself. HTML is one of the ones that's not too bad.
Okay, tell from the beginning how this collab
Mhm.
happened. So who like approached who and.
Yeah, so they put out their camo gin. When was that? A couple months ago, I think around November or something.
Mhm.
That was a mint of the procedural generation that Matt and John, the CryptoPunks guys, they made it back when they made the Meebits. So they
Mhm.
had the code for it, but they never ran it. So Sergito was working with them. They ran the code. That's what output these camo cubes that were all unique. Um, and at the same time, Google's anti gravity came out. So I wanted to mess around with that new platform. It's basically like just coding software. It's
Mhm.
where you would literally type in your code. So I was playing with that, and I started with the cube idea with the camo as something that would be fun. And the more I started working on it, the more I'm like, oh, this could actually be something really cool. So I started tying in historical Meebits data, some of the lore into the code itself, and how it actually generates everything. And showed that to the Meebits guys, just being like, oh, hey, it's a little fun thing I'm doing. And
Mhm.
then from there, it turned into this, hey, we could actually collab on this, make it a whole thing for 6529. Because their platform's getting so big and getting so much recognition, we thought it'd be cool to bring Meebits over there to all the people on that platform.
It looks like Minecraft Lost Now writing. Lost Now,
Yeah.
if you want, jump on the stream, by the way.
So Sean. Oh yeah, Sean.
Um, I know that before, for example, guys collaborated only with GM's memes. No?
GM names? I'm not sure what that one is.
Yeah. You can jump with us. Okay. So,
Uh,
as I like understand, this tied this NFT tied to price of ETH, right?
yep. Yeah. So through my website, it's my website's putting the price of ETH out, and then the NFT is basically calling for it every 15 seconds. So if ETH's and it's looking back over the last 24-hour period. So if ETH has been down, it's red. If it's green, if ETH's been up, then it'll be green. And then depending on the percentage up or down it is, this will actually flash faster. It's like a heartbeat on the inside of the cube. And then that value is actually tied to the number of pigs in Meebit. So there's 711. So basically, when it does the math, it's multiplying the value it gets for the heartbeat by 711 to produce the flash speed.
That's so dope.
Mhm.
I don't know. Do you want this art to be like in some exhibition? Do you have some plans about this?
I know 6529, they kept a couple for their museum thing that they're working on.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I mean, it would be really cool to see it on a digital display. That was one of the thoughts I've had for years, was like you could have these dynamic NFTs that are reacting to anything live, essentially. And if you had them on a digital display, you don't need to go pull up your phone to look at Trading View to see what the price is or whatever. You could literally look at your wall and just know right away either it's up or down depending on what the display is showing.
Are you
So
bullish on
yeah.
ETH?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I hope so too.
yeah. Just one of
Okay, and
those weird times.
how the minting went and what the feedback you received about the art and everything?
Yeah, the meeting went great. They loved it. We worked together to kind of finalize everything. Like with the black dots on here, they're tied to the number of tattoos that are in the Meebits collection.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah, there's that. Trying to remember the grid size. There's 22 trait categories of Meebits, so it's 22 by 22. And there's a lot of like little fun data things. The Meebits, their contract creation date and the creation fee. That's all into tied into how this gets generated as well.
That's so interesting. I know that Turgita, he's such a huge fan of Meebits. He knows all the traits. He has his favorite ones and everything.
Yep.
So it's, I'm sure he appreciated all the Easter
Oh
eggs.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so many different crazy traits and hidden things. I mean, there was that whole puzzle with the Meebits and the pigs with the jerseys, or the elephants with the jerseys,
Hmm.
or no, the pigs with the jerseys. I can't remember, but where they had a basically a hidden code in the NFTs themselves, and somebody was able to find a whole private key and extract I believe it was an elephant that was in there, a Meebit elephant. So to
Meebit
this day, there's still yeah, they're the creators of the Meebits. They hid a puzzle essentially where you can get this rare Meebit, and people still think, and I still think, there's a couple more puzzles like that
elephant.
that are out there for Meebits.
Oh, I didn't
So,
know about that.
yeah, yeah, it was kind of crazy how they hid it in there. It was with the jersey numbers, and then if you took them in their token ID order and flipped it to, I think it was binary and then ASCII or something like that, it revealed these private keys for an ETH wallet. Yeah.
Mm. Hi, Lost Snow.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can see you, but can hear you.
I know I'm trying to do what your guest is doing and just have my PFP because I don't want, like, I'm not ready to like have my face on tonight,
That's
like
fine.
for people to see, and I can't figure it out. How do you guys do that?
There's the if you see the camera button, you should be able to just click that to disable it.
I imagine how, hiding.
Oh my gosh, I'm like so bad with like all this stuff, but I saw you guys talking about art and about me bits and about like 6529, and it's pretty cool. I love art. I love hearing about how different people, different artists make art. It's like that's the reason why I like Web3, just because of all the art and all the artists that are here. So I just wanted to come say hi.
Hi, hi. You can participate in Convo. I'm super happy to see you all the time. You know this. Yeah. Uh, Art, I think it's the first reason why we're all here from the beginning. Art uniting us, and maybe it's a great. And you remember our previous conversation in Azuki chat about Meebits. Like I started to say, like Sergita, he posted answer to the guy who made the list, and he was so angry that Meebits are not there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So fun. And we all started to talk about Meebits, and we found the guys who in the Azuki community super into Meebits as well. So started to talk about their plans and everything, and I found out about your collection. So yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah. So how the collection went, and is it sold out right now or not yet? I don't know how they selling out because I
Yeah.
check a page and I couldn't find nothing. I don't know.
Yep. So they do the voting period for, I think it was a 2-day voting period. So we were obviously voted in. And then after that, it went live last Friday.
Mhm.
And so the way 6529 does it is they'll keep some for, it's like their research wallet, they call it, their museum wallet. And then they have subscribers to the platform that they'll get some airdropped. And then Sergito had it where Meebits holders, Meebster holders, and 6529 NFT holders could mint. And then I think there was another phase after that, I think for 6529 people, and then it went public. So I think we ended up at like 310 out of 329 minted, which in this market is great. So it went pretty well.
Yeah, I know. Like I love the whole system of this collection because I know that they are taking part for themselves for the project, and part goes to artists. And I think
Yep.
it's cool, that you can be a part of huge collection. You can earn money with it, and at the same time, you like gain new audience as well. I think it's so cool.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I know they have one going now where it's actually a part of it's a research team led by a surgeon that I
Hmm.
think they're working on something with, I believe it was kidneys, but they're using funds from, if they get voted in and mint, those funds will go towards their actual research in those fields.
Hmm. Yeah, I know that it's some group of people who like art collectors and everyone who is very strictly to the image, to the background of the artist and everything. One of my friends participated once as well. She made a photo of ballerines, ballet, and yeah, she sold out as well, and she was so happy about that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely like a more, I like it because everybody on the platform is really into the art. They're into the whole process, regardless if it's drawn art, if it's a lot of HTML stuff happening now too. But everyone's really into it. They're not really looking, to mint and flip it. It's actual collectors, which is nice to see.
And you know what I really like about your art? That it's actually connected to blockchain because I think that's the purpose of all digital artists to connect somehow their creativity with blockchains. And especially before in 2020, I remember it was like a lot of art that get old with time and with ETH price as well. Something like this, you can see how your picture changes during the years and everything. And we talk about the Dutch side about this as well, that before artists used blockchain much more. Now they just publishing art on blockchain, but before they actually connected this. So what's your thoughts about that? And yeah, do you
Yeah,
think
that's the part I love the most, I think, because for myself, I'm not the best when it comes to actually drawing. Like,
Mhm.
I definitely am not up there for that. But if it comes
Come on.
to code-based art, like if it's pulling blockchain details or real life details from wherever, I could do a lot with that. And I mean, this kind of stuff is something I've wanted to do for years, and I'm happy I finally got to actually do it. Yeah, it's good to see more people getting into that now. And actually, they're not just putting out random PFPs anymore. You're kind of seeing more intricate pieces, regardless if it's drawn or if it's coded.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot my question. Yeah, you said you're also a musician, like you made some music. Did you thought to connect your art with music? Because before I was made
Mhm.
meditation collection, and I wanted this collection to be not just meditation for calm people and everything. I wanted to create like rock meditations, who listen
Oh, that's cool.
something like that, because I think like each person like has their own way to calm themselves. For example, I listen in Slipknot when I want to calm myself, and I think like I thought it would be a great idea to create something for every person. So I still bullish on connecting art with music. Did you thought about connecting this in your way?
Yeah, I actually was messing around about a week or two ago and put something on ordinals that's like that.
Oh
Let me see,
wow! Can you
see if I can
show?
pull it up. Yep. Just gotta switch the thingy here. Where's it at?
We also had Violetta Ceroni on Art Talks. She made a huge Bitcoin sale, 1 Bitcoin for the song.
Oh wow.
And she's amazing. She's so interesting. I don't know. Maybe you need to collab, guys.
I love music and like art NFTs, and I feel like there's not enough music NFTs maybe in the space that are like actually good, but there's a lot of musicians around. And I was talking to my husband recently, and some of the musicians in the space feel like they're kind of like they felt like a little bit left out. So it's like I don't know. It's like if anybody can bring more attention to like some people who make music, that's always cool. And just to the art, to artists in general, I love artists and I love supporting them.
I think it's maybe because like art more easy and faster to understand than music. Because for non-music, you need to spend like how much, like 2 3 minutes to understand do you like music or not. And art, you just okay, I like it like in a second. So for music NFTs, yes, it's pretty tough. But I collect some music NFTs. I have a lot of musician friends on Sounds XYZ, Snoop Dogg platform, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, they make
Yeah.
cool, yeah, collections and everything. I even won some music NFTs before. It was like music spaces. One girl from Germany was hosting these music spaces. It was so dope. She was so interesting, and she's in techno music a lot, and she has her own techno events in Germany. So, oh yeah, I don't know where is she right now. I need to find her. Maybe she's doing the same. Yeah. So you made this one NFT or collection on Bitcoin? How it went?
So it's a single ordinal. I actually haven't minted it yet or anything. I just put it on ordinals. So like at some point I could do it. But yeah, like I've always been interested in the music NFTs too. So but I wanted to do something where so with this it's based off the Genesis block of Bitcoin. So it's I'm trying to think how to explain it. In the code, it's taking information from that first block and it's using that to procedurally generate the the sounds you'll hear, and it never repeats. So it just keeps creating something unique, essentially forever. And I was always into like the visualizers too. I feel like that kind of fell off since the early 2000s. Just being able to actually see different types of music. So I wanted to play around with that and just literally threw this together. I'm not sure is the sound coming through. So it's like producing blocks, technically. Yeah, this is all on chain. It's just like a simple music box type thing.
This is so cool.
Uh, chaos one. But
Some
yeah, I mean, huh?
anime Sailor Moon vibes.
Yeah, kind of. Just trying to keep it simple. But yeah, it was something like that. I mean, you could put in any kind of music, I think. You just have to probably preload it with instruments and then it could come up with stuff on its own forever.
That's
That's
great.
so cool.
Uh,
I think this is a perfect time for minting for you right now. You have a lot of attention. You and Mibit's community probably super
mm.
love you after this mint.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do something on ordinals or I don't know. I might want to do more to this one first, more genres.
Lost Snow, by the way, did you mint something yourself? Some art or music?
Did I mint some? I don't have any music NFTs. I don't think. I there was one like way back that I really wanted to, but it was always like too expensive at the time. They probably don't cost anything right now, but it was like a lo-fi like anime type of, well, not anime. They were like lo-fi. There was like lo-fi music by like this producer that makes like music in the space, and it was like these blue typish characters. Oh, I wish I remember what it was called. But anyways, they were moving. They were like slightly animated, and they had like lo-fi music in the background playing, and they were really cool. And that was probably like my favorite music NFT that I had ever like came across. But there was some like back in the day whenever I used to work for Genesis, we used to have some really cool artists and like musicians in the community, and they made music for the project. Like we were doing some stuff, and we had some like mints that came later on, and they had helped us make music for like the minting page, and it was really cool. It was just really cool working with like people that make music. So much fun.
Agree with you. I made a space with a girl musician, and I really think she's a genius, in music. Her music on the level of Kanye West and the same vibes is just something incredible. Now she isn't producing nothing. She like went to design, but I think music it was like her stuff. It was so dope. Do you think about collab with someone, Douglas, by the way?
Do I want to collab with somebody?
Yeah, like musicians
Oh,
or something like that.
yeah. I mean, I'm always open for anything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But do you plan, or like do you don't have any plans right now?
As of now, no plans. It's kind of I'm always day by day. So
What's
yeah.
inspiring you, like on art?
I just honestly like to make stuff and create and see what comes out of it. It's just fun to always play around and see if I can get something that I end up liking a lot.
Is it like just you like coding something?
Yeah, I mean, if it's coding, if it's messing around with music, it's just always been fun for me to kind of play with different tools and everything and see what I can come up with.
I know that now
Uh,
Surjita opened some competition for vibe coders, and he promised like even a bunch of money for that,
uh-huh.
for creating some apps or some sites and putting me bits into it. Are you planning to do something like this, maybe?
Yeah, I have that up on my, I can actually show you a preview.
Hmm.
Where's it at?
Are you
Somewhere.
vibe coding a lot now?
It's a mix. I mean, it depends on what, if it's something super complex, then yeah, I'll use that. But for
Oh
what
wow,
this
that's
is
so
right
cool.
now, yeah, like this
That's
isn't too
cool.
hard. So with this, it'll be, it randomly selects a me bit and they'll walk across there. You can click the cat. Well, I don't know if I have that working yet. But yeah, the drum pad you'll be able to click. The laptop you'll be able to click. There's a ton of stuff in the laptop eventually. But yeah, I want to make it like a full interactive thing.
I love that.
I
Thanks.
love it too. That's so cute.
Uh,
And I love
and
that
then
it's
this,
raining outside. It's like fits
yeah,
the mood.
yeah, I just did all that with Gemini, and then in their studio, just animated it real quick with that to get the cat to move and get the rain to move.
Oh,
Maybe.
so like you
Uh-huh.
animated the art with AI basically, right? Like it's
Yep.
Gemini's AI. Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. So if you go through their API, you
Mhm.
can get it to output like these higher resolution ones, and it won't have the little watermark in the bottom right.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
And everything else is AI as well, like walls, like plants and everything. Or
all
you.
of this, yeah, all of this is this middle part isn't. This is so there's actually like a TV screen behind this black part,
Hmm.
but I put a window essentially on top of it, and then have the Meebits have all their sprite sheets for each one, so it's just randomly selecting a sprite, and then that's what's going across right here. So like this part won't be AI, this part won't, the drum machine won't, which it'll look like that when you click on it. I still gotta fix it up a little bit though. Yeah, but,
Oh my god, that's so cool.
yeah, still have a lot of kinks to work out.
So cool. I
I
don't
love
know.
stuff
It's like,
like this.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
And
fun. Yeah.
it's like a lot of people like hate on like the usage of AI, but it's like it doesn't have to be. You don't have to hate it. You know, it's just a tool, just like everything else. And it's like it's not going anywhere. And it's like I don't see like the problem with people using it as like a tool to like help themselves create. And like some
Yeah.
people are like so stubborn about like how people use AI, and it's like, well, you know, it's going to be here, and people are going to keep using it.
I think it's how you use it too. Like for this one, I
Oh,
actually
for
on
sure.
paper sketched out
Hmm.
the scene and labeled everything because it can take that sketch and turn it into this. But then even with like the coding and everything else, you really have to know what you're looking for, know some of the background information on, the systems too. You can't just say, give me this and expect it to output it. So there is kind of more to it than I think people really understand.
I don't know. I went from AI hater when AI was like really bad, images was really weird and everything, to AI lover. Because like I saw a lot of artists started to use it and it went great, to AI hater again because like when I sit it on TikTok and I can't understand anymore what video is AI and what not, and I'm just, oh my god, just let me not be on AI side of the art and the videos and everything. And also I heard the theory that AI becomes more stupid because AI using AI content, and it's pretty the
Yep.
same, and it's like before it studied by like reading actual articles from people, what people created, what artists created, but now it's eating like the same content that AI themselves created. So it's become more stupid, and they didn't decide how to avoid this, like thing.
Yeah, that's a huge problem for it. That's why they're trying to do those like embedded watermarks. That's called a synth ID, I think, for some of them.
Mm.
Where if an AI is say looking at pictures or videos, it'll be able to, like, we might not be able to tell, but there's a hidden thing in there where the AI can say, okay, this was made by AI, so I won't consume it and put it to the knowledge. But yeah, that's definitely a problem. I think that's why a lot of these models, when they come out, they're great for like the first 2 weeks, and then you could kind of tell there's a little bit of a fall off after that.
Mm.
Yeah, I had never thought about that. I had never thought about the fact that the more AI makes like content, then it starts like seeing its own content and then like training itself on its own content, and then
Yeah.
like it kind of deteriorates that way. That's very interesting. And I also like, I don't know, I feel like I agree with I forgot your name, I'm sorry.
Dark love.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
it's
I'm
okay.
like staring into our pictures only. But you said that and now I forgot what I was going to say. Um okay, I'm embarrassed now. I'm just going to leave.
It happens with me as well. All good.
I am terrible with names.
Distract yourself with something and you will remember. That's fine. Yeah. What do you think of the future of crypto in general? What's your thoughts? And NFT especially. Do you think we will back to how it's called ATH, to back to the huge prizes and everything, or no? And it's only will be like new collections where you will be able to earn.
I think so. I mean, we're starting to see it shift a little bit with tokenized assets. It's like the physical cards is a big one. I think we'll probably see it that emerge even more because I mean, like your car title, your house title, that kind of stuff could easily be on chain, driver's license, things like that. As far as on the consumer end, yeah, I mean, it'll probably take one big new collection coming out to kind of kickstart everything again, or an old collection running for everything else to get kickstarted. It's just the market's been so sideways for such a long time. You just need some kind of catalyst.
For so long. I feel like it's
Uh,
been like so long. It's ridiculous. Everybody thought that like in 2025 something was going to happen, and then we just had like an awful year.
Yeah, especially with all this kite thing. For me, 2025 in crypto was super not interesting. I was like, even I started to make these live streams, and that's what kept me into crypto space. You know, because I made an interview with founders and artists, and it was like all interested. But outside, like I couldn't find nothing interesting for me. Like 25 was pretty empty on this.
I feel the same way. Like I literally feel like exactly the exact same way. Like it's been such so boring because there hasn't really been anything interesting going on, and the only thing that's kept me around is like some friends that I have that I talk to all the time, and like just doing spaces or like focusing on like some creative stuff, and it's like it's just been so boring. Yeah, you're right.
I think eventually all in this space will become an artist someday. Okay. I have the same questions that I ask in every my guest on the like each show, founders or artist. Would you mind to answer to?
Yeah,
It's
of
pretty
course.
questions. You can answer shortly or like explain yourself. What would you choose? Full like complete centralization for everything and everyone, or decentralization for everything and everyone?
Is in terms of crypto related items?
Everything.
Hmm, that's a really good question. Uh, trying to think. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff can use decentralization. I think the one there's a good example where like not everything maybe needs to be decentralized though. You see a lot with the old DAO systems
Mm-hmm.
that it's so easy for that to get manipulated and then just complete control is lost and whatever it is doesn't act in the interest of the whole community. I've seen that too many times where like people it can only take like 5 to 10 whales of a DAO project to band together and essentially control everything. I mean, even with Bitcoin mining right now, you kind of see that happening with these large entities that control so much of it. Um, I mean, with I think 6529 is a good example of where it is good though, because you get those voting systems that allow smaller unknown artists to suddenly come out of nowhere and get voted in and have a good, really good payday that could essentially change things for them. Um, yeah, I mean, it kind of comes down to like what the product is or what the service is.
So centralization or decentralization?
Uh, go towards decentral.
Okay, lost now
Yeah.
because your first time on the live stream this in this format answer to
Oh, what did I forgot the question.
complete
What was it?
centralization or decentralization for everything and everyone.
Oh, that is such a hard question. It's like I feel like it would never be fully one or the other. It would always be like something in the
You
middle.
need to choose one.
I need to choose one. If I had to choose, I would choose decentralization.
Rebels, let's go. Uh, okay. Next question is doxing for everyone or undoxing? And because you're doxed, not doxed, sorry. Explain like is it easier for you? Is it harder for you? And maybe what's the reason? You're
uh, yeah, I mean, for me, since I started in 17, that was like rule number one. Don't put
Mhm,
your
mhm.
information out there. Don't put anything about yourself out there because it just creates more threat vectors for people to hack you or whatever it might be. I mean, we've seen in Paris recently, there's been a kidnapping or two almost every single week.
That's
Um,
awful. That's really
yeah,
yeah.
and that's just always for me. That's why I've never done it, just because that was literally like the first thing you'd always hear people say: "Don't ever dox." I think nowadays, obviously, there's more and more people out there that are not doxed anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just personal preference for everybody. For myself, I'll probably never will. Um, it is nice having that, privacy as well, and knowing, you're not out there.
That's true.
Honestly, if I would have money, I wouldn't dox, like never.
Mm,
I started my blog when I was like 12 years old, something like that, and I wasn't doxed, and I never doxed at my like previous account because I like this mystery, and never like anyone could tell like if I'm a boy, if I'm a girl, if I'm a group of people or something like that. I remember people all the time like, are you even the same person? And the reason behind that was like I was super super like like small, a teen, and I wanted to talk with older people, like everyone else, and I knew that they won't talk with me if they knew my age. So I started like that, and then it's like kind of addiction, just not posting your pictures and photos and everything. So now if I would have money, like not dogs, definitely. I even like
Mm.
thinking all the time, maybe I need to create like second account where just will be not doxed. What about yours now?
I would choose like not doxed because it really doesn't matter what you look like, and like you guys said, it's
Yeah.
actually more safe to not be doxed than to be doxed. Um, like and more so, like I see a lot of like crypto people. Yeah, like Ira, like you said, especially if you have money, like just don't dox, just be. But there's something about people and like having this need to like flex when they do have money, but it also like puts them in so much danger. And it's like if I did have like a lot of money, I would not dox. And it's like even now, like I don't post my child on social media. Like I don't show her. You know how Hunt Club Hero was like, show us the baby, and it's like I'm never going to show her face on the internet. It's like if I have friends that I trust, I like send pictures, and like I send pictures to family members, but I don't post her. I don't post her on my personal Instagram account. I don't post her on Facebook. I don't post her anywhere. Um, and
So
that's
you
because
annoy only your close ones.
yeah. So and it's like I just want to be mindful of her own like little person. It's like people don't think about that when you have kids. Like I don't know, people don't really think about that this is just a little tiny person that doesn't have control over anything yet. So I don't know,
It
just
could be
gotta
a cash
respect it.
machine. It could be a
How
cash machine, just million videos on TikTok and you're rich.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just
And also, guys, I don't know. For me, like, if person doxed or undoxed never like affected my trust to them. I don't know. I trust people who are undoxed the same way that doxed people. I'm not trusting anyone. So
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, you shouldn't like automatic like I would rather approach everybody not trusting them than trusting everybody. It's like when you trust everybody, you just kind of expose yourself to like creepy people and like danger.
Yeah, especially in this space.
Yeah.
especially in
Yeah.
France.
Yeah. Yeah, I've worked with tons of teams where literally nobody was docs. We had no contracts, no nothing. And it, I feel like you could, like, especially in the space, if you're working on NFT projects or whatever, if you're spending so much time with those people online, you kind of do get to know them a little bit. So it's easier to trust and work on things without the doxing having to happen. But like you're saying, you still have to kind of always be on guard no matter what.
But we guys have like pretty rare opinion, I think, because from most of the people I hear like opposite, that for them it's important if people doxed or doxed. Yeah, for them like, oh, only trust doxed people. Okay, I don't know, like it's
It doesn't really matter because like even doxed people in the space like rug you multiple times and get away with it and nobody bats
Yeah.
an eye. Like if you have your face out there, like it really doesn't change anything. You don't
Yeah. And it could be
trust
fake
anybody
too.
more. Yeah, right? Like especially now with AI and everything, they could be tricking
Hmm.
you.
Doc Love, were you ever rugged or
Me?
scammed somehow?
Oh, yeah, of course.
How?
Actually, I've never been hacked. There was one scam where unfortunately, it was a family member that told me of this like
What?
trading platform thing, and it ended up being one of those platforms where you can't withdraw at all. So that was
Oh,
fun.
Did
Yeah, I
did
mean,
you
there's
know
huh?
that this is platform is a scam?
No, they lost their money too. And
Uh,
luckily, it wasn't a
thank
bunch,
God.
but it was one of those
Oh.
things where everything looks extremely legit. Looked into it, didn't see any red flags, and then lo and behold, should have. Yeah, I mean, token rugs happen all the time too. I was doing a lot of like Solana trading, and it's a nightmare over there, especially with pumped out funds. So there's people, you know, devs rugging all the time.
I was scammed only once. It wasn't even a scam. So I entered crypto space in 2021 and started from gaming originally. And I decided, okay, like weren't even on Twitter back then. So the first half year and a half, I were like without Twitter. I didn't understand the reason why people should be there. I should be here. Mostly hang out on Telegram, not even on Discord. And
Mm.
then I found out about NFTs, and I'm like, okay, I should try this. I don't know. And then I was like, open sea link, and like decided to buy Jewel's NFT, and it costed like $700, something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm purchasing that, and it's turned out to be a phishing link, you know. So I
Oh
lost
no.
my money. But the funny thing, I was like, like, where is my purchase? I need to add more money on this wallet. So I purchased twice and sent them like more than $1,000 just to scammers because I didn't get what happened. And that's what delay my presence in NFT space for a year, because after that I'm like, fuck it, fuck NFTs isn't working for me.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's terrible.
that
Yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah, because if I would join X much earlier, Twitter, I would have like more, I think, people and everything. Here, yeah. Okay, my last, no, not last question is about Satoshi Nakamoto. What would you say to Satoshi Nakamoto if you would meet him in person, and who do you think they are?
Some theories on this. um, I don't know. I have some weird feeling Elon might be involved because he was part of the whole PayPal
Hmm.
creation. Um,
The feds are involved.
there's that too. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, just how did they come up with it would be my main question because it's just so complex between the whole SHA-256 and the way mining works and everything.
We had really fun theories that Satoshi Nakamoto is a woman, that Satoshi Nakamoto is ex copy. That's my favorite one. Or it's a group of people or flats too. I really like listen people thoughts about that. But I'm pretty sure it's American guy right now because of Bitcoin white paper and everything that they put news from Time magazine there. So I think it's American stuff.
And somebody was talking about it too, that if they were, British, they would have different spellings for certain things like color.
True. Mm-hmm.
So there's
That is so
right,
true.
yeah, different writing styles, grammatic usage, and spelling alone would kind of narrow it down geologically to where they are or geographically.
Yeah. Okay, and last final question is about art. If you would have like unlimited amount of money, what art would you buy for yourself and live with that?
Ooh, hmm, it's a hard one. Unlimited.
Do you like some NFT artists, not collections, but just artists?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I loved everything with the guy I was working with, Tennessee Loveless. His stuff's amazing. Probably something by him, honestly, would be my pick.
What his name?
Tennessee, like the state, and then his last name is Loveless.
I never heard about him. Can you please
Uh,
drop the link in the comments or somewhere?
mhm.
I, my dream is to invite Sam Spratt on interview, and I think his moves are pretty great on the space and how he promoting himself, and that he is now in galleries and everywhere. He's great.
Mm. I'm not
Well,
a big fan of his.
art.
I don't know. As far as like yeah, the art goes, or like Beeple. I know a lot of people love Beeple, but I just
Don't
can't.
like
Man,
people.
I feel like if I feel like you either hate him or you love him, and I'm part of the people who hate Beeple. I just can't stand. It's like his art makes me want to like pour bleach in my eyes, like literally.
Yeah, it is a little disturbing. Some of them.
Same here, by the way. I don't know. I consider it as a male art. Like, I don't know, only boys can like such art. I feel, it's making it disgusting sometimes. You just, I don't want to see that. But his performance on, how it's
It's
exhibition
Art
called,
Basel.
yeah, on Art Basel.
Uh, the
Really,
dogs.
The pooping robots of like pictures. Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
yeah, that was
That
dope.
was cool. That was pretty cool.
With Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Mm-hmm.
It was really dope.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
Do you want to make some live performance as well, Duckloff? Something like
Live
that? Yeah,
performance?
yeah, something
Um, I
exhibitions
don't know.
maybe.
Maybe. I don't know if there's anything I do really that would be done live. So probably not.
I really like Jack. Like I really think like previous year was great by all this Art Basel exhibition. To be honest, like it's finished with this exhibition. It was so cool because I liked X copy idea with bubbles and yeah, thoughts
Hmm.
behind that, and I really liked Jack Butcher idea as well to show real cost of art. That he at first spent money on his exhibition and then he just put audience to decide how much money they want to spend. I still waiting for my check from it, like receipt, how it's called. I ordered it with a physical version, so it will be interesting to
The
hear
receipts. That
receipts.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Hmm. Did you participate?
I didn't, but I did get the bubbles from X Copy.
Yeah. Do you
Oh,
want
that's
to?
cool.
I got it too on like several wallets, and I really like Xcopy. And before he made also how it called open edition of flies, and I participated as well. And he connected it with token, so after that you could burn your flies and get some token back, and it was super cool. I earned some money from that. So do you want to make some maybe open edition like this with this idea, or?
I think so. Yeah. Like with the music one, that probably would be the idea. If I continued with the ordinals on it, it would be some kind of open edition. But I always like that. I mean, X Copy is a great example because he was one of the first ones to kind of do that with open editions and tie utility into it and the whole like progression system where if you're holding this, you get the next one. If you got those two, you get the next and so on. So yeah, that's always been interesting to me.
But on Bitcoin, it's so expensive to mint and so
That's the
expensive
problem. Yeah.
and long. I never understand. Like I minted Violetta Cerrone to collection, like her second collection with that, and I remember it was so long and so expensive. I was like, why even doing that?
Yeah, I would probably stay with ETH or anything like officially minted.
What's your opinion on base, by the way? Because I think like they are moving pretty cool right now, and it's like ETH second layer, pretty dope and cheap.
Yeah. It's nice. I mean, I don't know. I feel like ETH's always gonna be king for everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Do you
and
remember, guys, these ETH killers that will appear all the time in 2021? Just the next
here
ETH.
not forever.
It's like the same as Azuki killer
Yeah. I mean,
collection.
Ape Chain's doing it in a nice way. Theirs is pretty efficient and super cheap. I mean, everything's like a tenth of a penny to do. Not even. Um, yeah.
Okay, that's all questions from me actually, and thank you for this amazing hour for hanging out with us and talking about everything. Good luck with your Bitcoin collection, and I think it's pretty dope that you're experimenting with all this blockchain opportunities. And I want to see more of it. To be honest, I want to see more art tied to blockchains and working together. Not only just publishing on blockchain, but somehow connected like with your idea with reflecting ETH price. I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely want to do more of that.
Yeah. Losno, thank you for joining too. And guys,
Yeah.
see you next Tuesday. I think I will invite more artists to talk because it's always dope to talk with artists about everything. So yeah, that's it.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys for
Really
having
appreciate you
me.
having me. Yep.
Yeah, have a great
Nice
day.
meeting you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.